So what do you think, Hidiyah?
Good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But Dad, I can't see the worms.
You can't see the worms.
Yeah.
What worms?
There.
The red worms that Daddy put in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because they live underneath the dirt. They live under there. They want to stay moist.
There's wood under there.
Yeah, there's dirt under there, and it's wet because of the moss.
It's out under there.
Well, you see anything else in here?
No.
No, you don't see anything?
I only see Lana.
You see Lana?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lana's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she hanging out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish the light on the camera would work. Don't do that. No, no, no. No, no. Don't do that. I wish the light on the camera would work so that I could... So we do have some movement today. We do have some plants are finally starting to sprout. This is very nice. So the ground cover will finally start to come in. We set up a pretty, I guess, massive...
Daddy, can you move that?
No, we're not going to move the water dish right now. In a minute, maybe. Give me just a minute.
Is that the snake's pool?
Yeah, it's where she drinks and she soaks if she wants to.
It's her pool to swim.
Yeah, it's her pool to swim. And she soaks in there when she wants to have a good shed. So, the humidity level on this side of the tank is like, it's very dry. We keep it very, very dry over here. There's almost no...
That's Lana.
That's right, it's Lana. There's almost no moss or anything over here. This is grape leaves.
Daddy, I want to pet Llama.
Okay, just a minute. It's mostly grape leaves, cypress mulch, tropical earth from Biodude, all kind of mixed together with leaf litter that we get from the oak trees that we have. We have water oaks, live oak trees, all through our backyard. I actually want to get a piece of bark off of one in my neighbor's yard that has some of the resurrection plants. They're ferns that die and then come back to life when they're watered. And then this big piece of magnolia leaf and stem is kind of like the demarcation zone, so to speak, where we go from a drier forest floor to, like, you know, the watering hole, so to speak, where there's more moss, more like magnolia leaf. There's we have magnolia pods that are actually buried in the substrate, in with all of the leaf litter and charcoal and bits of wood, rotting, decaying wood and stuff like that. That's all mixed in over here.
That's Play-Doh.
Yeah, that's mixed in over here for the isopods, so that the cleanup crew has an area that they can live, that they're a little more comfortable. And then Lana, our ball python over here, can have an area where she can lay and be nice and warm. We keep her spot really kind of depending on whether or not we have our air conditioning on, because we live in Florida. Her spot is between 88 and like 91 degrees over here. And then you see when she's not happy with it and she wants to cool down, she'll just come over here. She'll rub all over the sides of the glass over here where it's cooler. She'll come over here and she'll curl up and hide underneath, like, because she's still pretty small. She can get underneath of this set of magnolia leaves that gives her like complete coverage front to back, left to right, and she'll curl up under that to cool off. But we don't really have very good lighting. Habibti, can you turn the light on for Daddy right there? Go over there and turn on the light and see if that helps. was hoping the camera light would work, but it's just not cooperating today. And that does basically nothing. We still have like the little, setup over here, our little colony, I guess you could say. We seeded the springtails in them throughout. Like, you see the little black specks over there next to the hydrometer that we keep in there. I keep it really low, like right on the substrate, because I want to make sure that we get an idea of what her humidity is down here. I don't care what it is like halfway up the tank. I care what it is down here where she's laying. So there's little bits of charcoal there, and then right here, this black, that's little bits of charcoal where we seeded in the first springtail cultures that we put in here, along with we did 3 cultures of isopods, and I have more on the way that we're going to put in here. There's about 35 or 40 isopods in here as it is now. I've got another 50 on the way. What I'm actually going to do is we've got tubs. We're going to pull out like 2 of each, I guess, and just toss them in here. So we've got an extra 10 isopods to go with what we've got. Then we're going to take all the rest of them, and we're going to build them their own little vivariums for my son, who wants to raise them. And then as their populations grow, we'll seed more of the different ones that she gets in. I mean, that he raises into what we've got here, and to another vivarium that we're planning on putting together that will either have a frog or a lizard. Again, if you have any ideas of what would be a good pet for a 10-year-old little boy that wants to get into unusual pets, that's either a frog or a lizard, something that's moderately handleable, moderately priced, and we'll take some type of a vivarium setup, because he likes bugs too. So we were thinking possibly a bearded dragon, so we could put more desert insects, because they're easier to get, it seems, in the U.S., like the blue death feigning beetles or velvet ants and stuff like that. Or possibly, a frog, and then he could have like a tropical with maybe some millipedes or something running around. Right now we got Lana in here. She's just looking and chilling. There she is. Hi, Lana. This is my girl's python. You see in our photo for the channel, 3 of my daughters holding a python at Gatorland in Fun Spot in Don't Pull, right? In Fun Spot in Orlando. And this one here, the whole time we were there, because we were there pretty much all day, this one here went back over and over and over again to, get your finger out of your nose, to go to pet the snake. She just kept finding a way to gravitate back toward the snake, and back toward the snake, and back toward the snake, and back toward the snake. And then as we left, they actually got her to hold the snake. And she looked at me with the prettiest puppy dog eyes. She says, "Daddy, I want one." And my other daughter, who is 18, Zoe, and she and Zoe have the same birthday, also said, "I want one." So we went to Repticon in Orlando and found a breeder there that had one that we wanted. She is an Inchy Clown morph. My sister is going back to Repticon to get a Pied morph from the same breeder, and she wants to get a male and maybe in a year or 2 attempt to breed them. That's a project for way down the road. As I said, we're beginners. We're just getting started. I had a snake years ago. I bought a bearded dragon for a nephew of mine, which I helped him raise. Also, many years ago, we're talking 2005. And I haven't really had a pet of any kind since then. So I figured this would be an enjoyable way to get back into it, to help my kids learn about it, and to maybe help other parents who are taking this journey with you know, seeing the mistakes that we made and knowing, you know, you're not the only one. We've all gone through it as beginners and working our way, you know, up the chain as far as abilities in animal husbandry. Hey, Lana. There she comes. She's just being a little camera shy. There she comes. She's coming out to say hi. So, there's Lana. You like Lana, don't you, Hidiyah? Yeah. So, this is our youngest of the Coley family. She is our little snake enthusiast. She also likes the worms. So, we're thinking about getting some... Daddy's thinking about getting himself some garter snakes. So, we'll get to feed them worms, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to feed worms to them. And she's pretty excited about that prospect.
Daddy, I found the coin.
I see.
It's a big coin.
It is. So, but
So giant.
we will get back with you folks in the future. We're going to do an unboxing video in the next few days. My son getting his first package of insects for his little effort to breed isopods. So we'll do an unboxing video of that hopefully on Friday. We're still not approved for live video yet, so it will have to be recorded. And I still don't know how to do editing software and things like that. So, no, young lady. So it will still be very, very bootleg until we get to that point. But until then, this is Will. I'm Dad, and this is Hidiyah. Say bye, Hidiyah.
Bye-bye.
And we're signing off with Family Pet Adventure.